Some people don't deserve you. Plain and simple. And I don't mean to sound like, oh, you're so far above them. But when you're doing your best, and you're a great person and a great friend, you're loyal to them, and you're someone who stays true to who you are, on the one hand, your genuine energy might scare off some people who can't handle that, but also sometimes you may also have like a lot of people who want to be part of that, and who want to be surrounded by you because of how good you make them feel. But it's so important to remember that like you also deserve people who appreciate you.
You kinda like me, huh?
I love you.
And also, friendship can't just be a one-way street. Same thing with relationships. So if everyone around you feels great, but then you feel depleted, that's a problem. So although people want to be around you, you and I have to decide who gets access to this awesome energy. Because, as will be the theme in today's video, not everyone deserves it. Not everyone can handle what it's like to have an awesome friend and be in your presence. So it's not disrespectful to be protective over your energy. You're actually respecting yourself and showing yourself that like you're valuing your own self-worth. And as I always say, how can you be at your best when the people around you don't reflect these positive values? So the types of people who I'm going to be expanding on in this episode are the people who don't appreciate what you bring to the table, the people who question your character even after they know you well,
But you know me! I thought I did.
and the people who rush to judgment on you, people who don't value your time but then expect you to only value theirs and whenever it's convenient for them, people who always try to pick a fight, and those who don't really support you in your dreams and would sooner bring you down rather than lift you up. Anyways, without further ado, let's dive deeper now.
Give me a...
What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the Jared and James channel. I'm Jared Weiss. If you guys know that must mean not subscribe to the channel so you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, make sure to leave a like, drop a comment, let me know your thoughts on the video. Follow me on every platform, and if you guys haven't done so already, make sure to check out my book, Fight Through It by Jared Weiss. All links purchased on my website, which is jaredryanweiss.com. That's JAREDRANWEIS.com. Buy the book, support me, make sure to check out all the awesome shirts in there as well. Every shirt is made of 100% organic cotton. Every shirt has been designed by yours truly. Every shirt is like some motivational sayings, such words in it. So as I'm always saying, any support at all is very much appreciated. So let's dive deeper in now. So the first type of person who I want to talk about, and of course this goes for a friend or a relationship, is the ones who can't appreciate what you bring to the table. No matter how kind you are, no matter how good you are to them, it just feels like it's never enough for them. And then you start to become someone who you are not in an effort like to prove your worth. But I say that if you know your worth and you know what you bring to the table, you don't have to beg to be around this person, or anyone for that matter. If they can't see your awesome qualities as you are, then they don't deserve to be in your presence. So the problem with being around these people is that the more time that you spend around them, you will start to feel like you are not enough, and that you are not good enough, but in this case, the whole "it's you, not me" actually applies.
I invented it's not you, it's me.
It's not that you're not enough. It's actually that some people out there just can't appreciate a good thing even when it's standing right in front of them. But it's not up to you to always have to prove your worth and show that you're valuable. And no, I'm not just saying like, oh, you should be sitting around like a slob and make pretend that you're a good friend just for existing. No, what I'm saying is that when you are a good friend and you know that you have all these positive qualities and you treat people right, but no matter how much you do, it never feels like it's enough for them, well then they don't deserve that. Some people are never grateful and expect you to go above and beyond for them. And even when you do that, it's still not enough. Well, that's when you say to yourself, maybe it's not that like I'm not doing enough. It's that this person just can't appreciate me. And I actually saw like a perfect post on Twitter coming from rapper Exhibit that talks about this concept perfectly. So the post said, "We do not beg to sit at tables we were not invited to. We do not chase people who exclude or ignore us. We do not seek healing from those who hurt us. We do not sell ourselves out to get in someone's circle. We do not set ourselves on fire to keep others warm. We create our own circle. We surround ourselves with only those who truly love, understand, and respect us." Well said, Exhibit. The next type of person who doesn't deserve you is the person who calls into question your character or intentions in spite of having known you for years and knowing what you're all about. The person who puts you on the defensive or rushes to judgment rather than like just simply asking you and coming to you like a normal person. So what do I mean by this? It's like maybe you make a post on something that they disagree with, or you say something that like they don't understand. Well, rather than asking you to clarify what you meant, or knowing your good genuine intentions, they rush to judgment or make you have to defend yourself when you weren't even thinking like there was any problem there.
Hey. I'm getting a vibe here. What, are you unhappy with our arrangement?
It's like there's a scene in the movie White Chicks where the character was played by Marlon Wayans, so his wife in the movie accuses him of cheating on her because supposedly there was something like 5 minutes that were unaccounted for in his day that she didn't know about and she didn't know where he was. So as soon as he walks in the house, she's stomping all over him, accusing him of cheating, rather than just simply asking him where he was.
I checked MapQuest, Marcus. It only takes 6 minutes to get there from here. So if you've got somebody on the side, Marcus, you need to tell me.
Which means there's 2 minutes unaccounted for. If I was cheating on you, don't you think I need more than 2 minutes?
So now for a more personal example, I've had it happen to me where, on certain subjects like I speak on or post about, where if you know me, you know like I'm all about loving kindness, spreading positivity, and I would never hurt anyone. So every single post I make is done with these intentions in mind. And yet I've still had people who know me, or who I thought knew me well, who will accuse me of these hateful things and force me into a corner, and I would initially try to defend myself to these people and remind them of who I am and remind them of my character that like these people should already know. But then I realized like I shouldn't have to do this. If you took something bad out of this super positive post, maybe the problem is you. I shouldn't have to always defend myself and my character, especially the people who know me. So what I realized is that these people were actually taking advantage of my kindness because truthfully, if this were anyone else, not me, they probably would have told this person to F off.
Why don't you go to hell? No, you go to hell!
But I'm being asked to apologize for something like I didn't even do because they know how nice I am, but like that's not my job. If you don't know my character and just rush to judgment, and if there is a misunderstanding, you can't just simply ask what I meant in a nice, kind, polite way, then honestly you don't deserve me. Next up, we have the person who doesn't value your time and who makes you feel like their time is important, but doesn't value yours. This person doesn't deserve you either. So it's like this person can have any excuse as to why they can't hang out that day, or maybe you ask them to help you with something, and yet they're never able to. But as soon as they want to hang out or need help with something in their own lives, and you can't because of an actually valid reason, they try to make you feel guilty for this. Now look, just to be clear, some people out there just aren't good with time, and they don't mean anything by it, and I know this because my best friend James has been this way for as long as I've known him, and if there's one flaw of his, that's it, and like he admits it. But he also does this to everyone, and yes, it can be annoying and it can be frustrating, and he does know this and like he's aware of it, but I know him and like I know his intentions, and I know that the reason isn't because he doesn't value my time or he doesn't care about me. It's just some type of like internal clock that just doesn't work and it never has.
What happened to your mental alarm?
Well, I guess I hit the snooze.
This type of person who I'm describing expects you to show up for them when they're never available for you. I've had friends in the past who I'm no longer friends with now, where it was like no reason I ever gave for why I wasn't able to hang out was good enough for them. It's like if a family member was dying, they would be like, oh, so you could still hang out after?
Well, somebody better be dying.
Or if I said I already had plans, I had to feel guilty because I wasn't hanging out with them. But anytime the shoe was on the other foot, I never asked them to give more detail. If they weren't free, fine. But I had to have a tight shut court case in order for me not to be free. This wasn't fair. So like I said earlier, friendship or relationship can't just be a one-way street. There has to be a mutual respect of others' time and others' values. And so if they only value their own time and don't care about yours, this person doesn't deserve you because it becomes an only when it's convenient for them situation. And you may start to think to yourself, why doesn't my time matter? And why don't I feel valued here? Next up, the next type of person who doesn't deserve you is the person who's constantly trying to pick a fight and just brings negative energy everywhere they go. Not everything has to be a debate and not everything has to end in like a whole screaming match. Sometimes in life, it's okay to just agree to disagree and move on. I believe what I believe and you can believe what you do, but why can't we just live and let live?
Why can't we both exist, huh?
Some people out there are looking to pick a fight over everything. You weren't free today? Well, why? How come you were free this time last week for that other person? You want to eat here? Well, how come we can't eat there? You like the Mets? Well, why not the Yankees? You like this quarterback? Well, how come not this one? And of course, there are more serious examples too. But as Mel Robbins often emphasizes, no is a complete sentence. And not everything is up for discussion. Why do you believe this? Because I do. Why don't you want to go here? Because I don't like it. Are you free today? No, I'm not. And me being a people pleaser, of course, is like super tough one for me. Because I don't like it when people are upset with me, or when people believe something that isn't true about me, and it makes me look bad and paints myself in a bad light. But as Mel says so aptly, let them. If they want to think that you're an inconsiderate jerk, because you don't want to hang out with them and like absorb any of their negative energy, let them.
Derek, you are a selfish jerk, and guess what? I've met someone else.
If they want to think that you're an awful person for not believing the same things like they do, let them. But it's not up to you to sacrifice your peace to make others happy. I love making others happy, but not at the expense of my own peace. And yes, sometimes you do have to hash things out, and if it's worth a quote-unquote fight, so be it. Sometimes things just do come to a head, and both of you say your piece, and that's fine. That's healthy. But when everything turns into a fight, is it worth it? Or is it time to cut ties with this person, whether a friend or a partner, and just say, I'm sorry, but like this isn't working out?
I don't think we should see each other anymore. This friendship, it's not working.
Now the final type of person who I want to talk about, who doesn't deserve you, is the person who doesn't support you in your dreams, because some people out there will sooner bring you down rather than lift you up, and you don't need this person in your life. It's like one example that I bring up in my book is coming from Eric Thomas, motivational speaker. So here's a video where he says, if you come to your circle with a business idea, and of course as long as it's not dangerous or dangerously stupid, you need people who are excited for you, and who want to encourage you and lift you up, not people who try to keep you down, or who will make fun of you or even laugh at you for trying to go after something that matters to you.
Stop it! I know this is a good idea. I'll show you.
And something that I'm realizing is that like when you put yourself out there, whether you post content, start a business, start up a music career, an acting career, etc., you may lose friends at first, but you're also going to gain real ones. You start to see who your people are, and you're naturally doing the whole sifting process. Who's supportive of you versus who's negative towards you. And this does not mean that like every friend has to like every single post that you make, or buy every product that you sell, but do they let you know every so often that you're doing a great job and encourage you? Or are they secretly hoping that you fail and are rooting against you? I've lost friends due to certain posts, in spite of them knowing how kind I am and how big of a heart I have. But by seeing their reactions, yes, you can be like, oh, this is proof that like, I shouldn't speak out on anything, or that I shouldn't be posting on social media. But on the flip side, it's like, I'm seeing who my real people are. Because if it wasn't this, their true colors would eventually come out elsewhere. Your light is going to irritate others' demons. And as Mel Robbins says once again, if they want to think bad things about you, let them. You have no need to constantly explain yourself. Let them believe what they want. But you need people who are going to support you in your biggest goals and dreams. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. And if any of you guys can relate, and if this topic helps you sift through the people in your life, make sure to let me know in the comments below. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel. I will catch you guys next time. Stay positive, stay hustling, stay grinding. Find your people. Your vibe will attract your tribe. Some people out there just don't deserve you. I will catch you next time. Peace.